Joey Sly is going to have the honor of getting us started. And away we go from Nashville. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Saints take over first and 10.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10. Here's Travis Achane on the ground. He's tackled after a gain of about 13. And that is going to give the Saints a first down.
Kate, if that first play is any indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
This is Alvin Kamara with it. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
2nd down carry for Achane. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring a 3rd down. These guys better change up what they're doing on the ground here, Brock, because this defense has seen right through it these last couple of plays.
Yeah, we bang the drum all the time for staying on schedule. This is the epitome of being off schedule.
Buying some time right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he takes it down to the 33. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue. They bring Olave in motion. On play action now. Chubb. Caught deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. It's picked up by the Titans. Hits the 20. And what a way to begin the scoring, Brock, as they take it back for the touchdown. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Joey Sly on for the extra point. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And that's good for a 7-0 lead.
Saints nothing. Joey Sly taking off for Tennessee.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Brown with a return here. This makes it up to the 25.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
We're going to have to go now in our first quarter. Shot to throw. Vacates quickly left side. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did. And, of course, is the throwaway.
Good reaction to the RPO. They're going to get to him behind the line.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Has a man on target to Johnson. Big man showing up the yards. And he gets home. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jawan Johnson, a 76-yard score. Charlie Smith on to try the extra point. Send right down the middle and good. And that ties things at 7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Titans to the line now. First and 10. The first carry here for Tony Pollard. Good game here. 11 yards it looks like. That's going to pick up the first.
We see it and hear it all the time. For receivers, their favorite moment is just to go up over a DB and make a play. And for these running backs, there is nothing that beats slamming right through a tackle and getting that first down.
Going to the ground again on first. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. And in the middle of all that chaos and traffic, look at that. It was their safety who ran in to clean that up.
Yeah, with their size and where they come from on the field, it's pretty cool. They love those opportunities to blitz, kind of hide behind their defenders and their peers, and then go finish the tackle.
And that's good for a gain of 5. Sent to the ground by Pete Warner.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
On third down, Pollard. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up fourth down.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
So here we go. This is that aggressive mindset they've been talking about. They're going for it here. On fourth down, Ward. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on fourth, and it's going to go over on downs.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Called in by Olave, left side. Well, this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I certainly don't mind completions, nor getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands in a hurry, but that one was way too predictable as it goes backwards.
Last catch went the wrong way. It's 2nd and 12. They run the counter to Achane. Not much space available there, maybe 2, and that brings up third down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. Conquer football, but it's jarred out before he can secure it. Ooh, they nearly had a big play there on third down, Brock. But a good defensive effort forces fourth down. This has been such a productive opening quarter for this passing game, partner. No surprise to see him uncork a deep shot, even though it didn't work out.
You know when Mahomes does that thing with his hands, like signaling the play, like give me the next play, give me the next play? The way this guy's rolling, all he's going to do is keep chucking it down the field.
He connects downfield. And they're going to quickly make the stop here, but it is still enough to make the play on fourth down. A 15-yard gain is going to extend this drive.
First down, Saints.
They go play action. It's Shump. He beams one deep right side. And his heave isn't going to be answered. That's incomplete as an exciting look ends our first quarter. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Both teams neck and neck so far. Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They have it second down, well inside a field goal range. They pitch it to Achane. Well, that's not what the offense style does. They stick him for a long, so it's going to be third down.
I can hear it now, okay? Before it even comes out of my mouth when I say anybody but a receiver or corner is the best athlete on the field. But I'm starting to really feel like these DNs in today's NFL game are the best athletes. And when you watch one chase down a play like that for negative yards, well, I'll make my case and I'll stay in on that opinion.
And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it. But it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Fourth and forever coming up. Trying for it with Shuck. It's on target to Johnson. And again, the decision to go for it's a good one as they convert on fourth down a second time in this series.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
And he's going to be stopped a few yards from the end zone, just a couple from what would have been first and goal. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And stick with Achane. And instead of pushing for the line, look at that. He's pushed backwards to the 5. Offensive line fast.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Chuck on third down. And he's going to be brought down back at the 13-yard line. That is Johnson again. And that's going to bring up a 4th and long. 13 to go.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Fourth down, the offense is staying on the field. They're going for it. Motioning the tight end now. Going on fourth, here's Shuck. To the end zone, and this is going to be brought in. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave in from 13 yards out. For the extra point, here's Smith. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
Charlie Smith to kick off for New Orleans.
Smith has it on the tee, and it's ready to send it flying. Power squib kick is taken in. And he's out of bounds. This is a great start for them, already on their opponent's side of the field.
First and 10.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Now a toss. It's Pollard. And the drive starts out small. Just 1 yard on that play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
At the Saints' 47-yard line.
Now pitch to Pollard. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
And out of bounds he goes, well short of that marker. Brings up fourth down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
A little outside their comfort zone to try a field goal, so instead they're going for this on 4th down. Running for it, Spears. And this run's overwhelmed. They drive it backwards and off the field with this turnover on downs.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
Let's start this drive with Achane. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
He was taken down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
2nd and 3.
Putting the tight end in motion. They give on 2nd to Kamara. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. More from Nissan Stadium coming up. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. To throw, Shuck. Here it is, he was letting that one go. That pass isn't even going to get beyond the line. That is incomplete, and the defense forces 4th down. Well, I know you love to call this the money down, Brock, and on that 3rd down, that pass rush just got paid.
Woo, look at you right there. That's their job. I mean, in the minds of those guys in the front 7, Kate, you've been around them your whole life. They know it. They don't want to rely on anybody else. Their secondary, they want to get home, and they did.
And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on down.
Result of the play.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Ward, a quick throw, complete. And he's going to lose at least a couple here heading out of bounds before he's able to make anything on that play. Last catch went the wrong way. It's 2nd and 12. Looked for a second like he had him, Brock, but he just couldn't hang on. It was a good throw to fit it into double coverage, but too tough through that contact. 3rd down.
12 yards to go.
Play fake, it's Ward. Buying some time left. Making the call himself. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
The offense is not coming off this field. They're trying it on 4th and 7. Ward setting the pass. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
On any 4th down attempt, somebody's going to get a huge momentum boost. It was the offense who laid down the challenge, but it was the defense who delivered. And now it's their teammates going to take over on the field with the very next series.
A throw left side finds Johnson. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
2nd down, here's Shuck. And this throw is going to be incomplete. 3rd down.
Kate, as soon as this quarterback broke containment, I know your eyes and my eyes went the same place. Can you find a big play down the field? Unfortunately, there was not one to be had.
He finds Bailey working downfield here. Tackle finally comes in well downfield. That's a gain of about 26. And it's going to be 1st down New Orleans.
First down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that separation can create the big play down the field.
We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. To the line and set. Here we go. 1st down. Working inside the red zone. Diving for it, and he makes the play. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
Chris
New Orleans.
Olave. Give him 2 now in this second quarter.
For the extra point.
And this kick was just mishit. It is wide left and no good. So after the missed extra point, he's still out there. He's going to put it back in play. Now on the return, here's DK. Mismanages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. Ward in the pistol. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. The final throw before the break. He lets another one go. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Smith has it on the tee, and it's ready to send it flying. Now on the return, here's DK. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. That's exactly what they did.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. To the air with Ward. Oh, he puts him air under this one, right side. Tried to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. That's Julian Blackman.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 17.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Achane running right. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing, shot. On the move, headed right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's approaching the opposing 30 as he heads out. Some improvising leads to a huge gain. 42 yards. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him add in a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. Well, nah, they'll grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time. This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief with his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Going all the way to the end zone here. Oh, shouldn't have let that one go. It's intercepted. And the Titans are stopped just outside of their own end zone after the interception.
Intercepted. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
Tennessee to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2. And I think they can finally loosen their collars just a little bit, Brock. A nice little cushion now off their own goal line.
That necktie is knotted pretty tight when you're down there smelling your own goal line. So gives them a little room. Exactly what they needed.
They'll give for the first time to Kalel Mullings. And this defense bringing the hammer down, driving him backwards to the 9. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
It's a 4-yard pickup, 4th down upcoming.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
They pitch it to him. And he's going to have the first down here. He got a pretty nice gain, actually. He only needed a yard. This drive continues.
That's what I call a healthy return on investment. You run the toss play, looking for positive yards, looking to move the sticks. I'm looking for that to be called again.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. They pitch it out to him here. He's out in the clear. Up the sideline, past the 40. And he works this down to the 41. That is the spark that they needed. 40 yards. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Ward setting up to throw. And this will wind up incomplete, so the failure to connect brings up 2nd down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
On the give, this is Singleton. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. Give him nearly double digits that time, Brock. 9 yards on the play. It's 4th and 4. A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. Quick throw, finds about right. Finishes with a gain of 10 there. That means he's staying out there. They convert on 4. Throwing short of that line to gain, Brock. He had to have been confident his guy would be able to get the rest and pick up the first like he did.
Yeah, are you a golfer, Kate? You ever golf?
Badly, yes.
Okay, but a throw like that, let me just tell you, is like when you hit a good putt, and you know it's a good putt, you're confident, but it's not until it goes down that you can take that deep breath and exhale.
Yeah, great call. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Running left, here's Singleton. Escapes a defender. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
Even though we don't have mics in that huddle, I can imagine what's being said down there, Kate. It is keep feeding him. When you get positive yards and you start to run the ball and wear out your opponent, don't go away from it.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 4th and 1.
And they will not get the defense to jump as we have reached the end of this 3rd quarter. Back for the 4th. Already looking at a big play here. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll go. It's Pollard. They blow this play up. They're humbled and sent off the field here with a loss of yards and a turnover on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow?
And he's going down. They make the play at the 11. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down. Fine again following the sack. Shuck. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Kevin Winston with the INT.
I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
Ward now. And that looked good for a moment, Brock, but the hit jars it free. That's going to bring up second. First play of the drive, Brock, you always tell me that's always the start of a new battle, and the defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right?
Yeah.
You got to now put yourself in a manageable 3rd down after lack of execution on first.
Tapped on the throw, and yeah, this one never had a chance. To the ground, it is incomplete. That sets up 3rd down.
By Julian Blackman.
Now Ward. That's caught for the first. And they're going to be set up just a few yards from Pater here. A 28-yard pickup there. And now they have a 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. And they'll pitch it out to him. And he's in for the touchdown. Here's Sly to try the point after. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And now we've got a 6-point ball game.
Saints 20, Titans 14. Joey Slide to kick off.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Fields this one at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. Toss play left. Achan. And they'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now. And I'll tell you what, Brock, a very valuable pickup there on 1st down. Not flashy, but valuable. They just got to keep this football moving.
And you know what it does? It just keeps them on schedule. And any OC in this league is going to be good with a 7-yard gain on 1st down, especially here in the final frame.
7 yards on that pickup. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
And they come through with a big stop there. Got him down for a loss as they keep fighting back here in the 4th. The shot on 2nd down. That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic 1st down. Running it after the penalty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Here's Shuck on 2nd. Rolling out to his left. He tucks it and takes off. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
All right, we'll call that one a drop. He escapes, quarterback does. He avoids taking the sack, but he's also denied a gain of any kind.
3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out. Shuck's going to throw here. Escapes the pocket. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. They did it! He made the interception! The Money Hooker has it! And the Titans have some new life in the 4th!
Intercepted! The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Titans to the line now. 1st and 10. Running it here with Singleton. There's the hit. They're going to force him out of play with a gain of about 12. And that's going to give the Titans a 1st down.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
They're going end around here. And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, they love to just get more, and where they're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
And he runs out after a very nice game. They're going to have to hang on to that momentum, though, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Closer, closer.
First down, and they go right back to it. Very small gain, if anything here, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. A casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. They're setting up the screen. It's Pollard. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Titans have a 1st.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. Singleton on the inside give. And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone. The Saints calling for a timeout. It's their 1st. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. There's a handoff to Singleton. And they're going to be set up with a fresh set of downs. 1st and goal coming up. A gain of 12 on that play. We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans. 1st and goal. They've got 4 chances to tie this one up.
At the 7-yard line.
Singleton's got it. He's headed right. And it's a touchdown in the final minute. He's in. And now an extra point will give him the lead and maybe the win. So it was touchdown or bust here on this drive, Brock. A field goal wouldn't have done it, but they get the score they needed, and now a critical extra point forthcoming.
And now what I love, the pressure shifts to the other sideline. They do have some time left on the clock, and remember, all they're going to need is a field goal to go out and steal this one in the end.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Let's start this drive with Achane. All right, so he stops the clock, but seconds still ran off on a gain of, only 3 or 4.
Out of bounds at the
3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
We'll look to throw it. Defender meeting him at the catch point and breaking up that catch. Incomplete. That brings up 3rd down.
We've played 3 quarters here already, and those look like some fresh legs defensively, getting after the quarterback, forcing him out of the pocket, and forcing another incompletion.
Trying to push deep downfield. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted.
Chuck's pass intercepted. The Titans
So
take
first
over
and 10 now from the 30.
at their own 30-yard line.
They're going to run this with Singleton. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards.
He's tackled at the 32.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Taking a deep shot here. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Well, if they would have connected on that one, Brock, that sure would have represented a large chunk of his passing yardage in what's been a pretty quiet game so far.
Yeah, kind of based on how little success they've had and found through the air. Gosh, honestly, Kate, I'm not surprised that one fell to the ground, too.
And he does not get to that line. Looked for a moment like he might get there, but nope, 4th down coming up. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. Lining up for one final snap. Now Singleton. And forget the marker, Brock. He's not even making it back to the line. They're turning this over on downs. So this lines up a win for the Titans. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now.